Okay, so back again here on the 30th of June, Tuesday. Start from the start, USDX dropped down into this top of this 4-hourly order block, reacted off it like I was sort of expecting to, and we could expect it to continue higher. We do have non-farm payrolls coming up later in the week. I would expect non-farm payrolls may even fuel it. It might sweep down and then run higher. It may run higher and then form a wick and reverse for the week or for the upcoming months. So it'll be interesting to see, but for the moment I think the bias is for the US index to continue a strong move higher. Currently 5 minutes out of London Open. Euro reacted off this hourly breaker, which also lined up with the 4-hourly order block we had marked out here. Reacted off that in New York session last night, broke down, returned back into this breaker and broke down again on an hourly basis. So I'd expect that to continue lower here today. We may see a rally on London Open and a swing high. So the levels I'd be looking for there will be this one here, which is just a block of price there. There's an hourly order block low here. So on a 15-minute basis it looks like that. It's quite an aggressive move pre-London. Look for some sort of rally back up into these areas and to swing high, and we'll see if we can get some breakdown. Areas to the downside to target this area here. There is a 4-hourly order block here, and that is roughly 20-30 pips below this low, so that would give us a 20 pip sweep of this low. Leading into non-farm payrolls, I'm not expecting it to crunch straight down there in one big move. It may move sideways, we may retest these lows, break her up and muck around. So just looking to see if we can get a reaction lower off either of these levels really. If it breaks back down and runs these lows, then it might go without us. On Euro pound, still fairly bullish, although it has pulled back off. From a daily point of view, we have a daily level on this order block which has been hit, so we may see a reaction to the downside off this daily order block. Saying that it could spike up again and then reverse, reject it. We'll wait and see what we get there. Pound continued dropping off the hourly order block last night, where we took our short, kept dropping all night, rallied back up into this order block and these old lows, and has had a nice reaction in Asia off that level. Potential 15-minute wise, if you to target these lows, may just be bouncing inside this wick, leading into, where can we get short here? Just a gut feeling, I got a feeling we could run up and rally above these highs, potentially. And then reverse and break down. If we run these highs prior to breaking these lows, it puts this in as a higher low at the moment on the hourly. it may come up and retest this order block here. It's not super strong though. It's not a really strong level. Didn't see anything really strong to get me in short. Even though I'd prefer to be short on this, there's nothing I'm really strong on this. So, I'm not about to just leap in and sell when there's no reason. Just rounds up here and forms a swing high. Might look to get short. If it runs this high, then it needs to form a stop sort of sweep and break down again, and then look for a short off a breaker or something like that there to then run this low and this low. Otherwise, may not be much there for me today. This can rally back up here. I'll look for shorts. Otherwise, it might go without me. That's sort of where I'm at for tonight. I'll see what comes along and take it back with you again shortly. Just a further update on the euro. I'm expecting it to go lower on the daily. Come down and run these lows and continue moving in towards these area at the 1.1 big figure. It may be that we might get an entry tomorrow, possibly even this will be a new daily order block forming here. At yesterday's open, so we're just crossing that now. That's forming a new order block, so it may give us an area to possibly short off. Later today, we'll wait and see. So the thing that concerns me a little about this on the euro, especially, we've got a situation where we've come down, we've run the previous day's low prior to London Open. And then the next candle on a 15-minute basis is an inside bar. We're now retesting that previous day's low. And it could come back up and play inside the range leading into non-farm payrolls. So if we do get a move back up into these areas, I'll just be looking for a short scalp back down to lows again. Not necessarily looking for extended moves. On that one today, cable interestingly hasn't run the previous day's low, so there's a bit of divergence there between euro and pound. This is the previous day's low on pound, and pound hasn't run its previous day's low. Euro has run its previous day's low, so there's lower lows. US index has pressed up and made higher highs, so tends to suggest there's a bit of strength coming into the pound. You know, the US index is moving higher. It's making higher highs. The euro is copying that and making lower lows, and the pound is making higher lows than its previous days. So it's possibly a bit of strength coming into pound here. So I'll be a little bit cautious of shorting it at this point in time. Wait and see what we get. That doesn't mean that pound's not necessarily going to crash through these lows and make a big range stay to the downside, but we've had an extended move lower. You can see here we've had large range, sort of fairly large range, but a little smaller, and then getting smaller before the pullbacks each time. Big move, and then not sure how close to you sort of had, might even be closer to that sort of a range, overall range move. From there to there, yeah, then there to there was basically a measured move, and then here to here is a little bit less, still potentially for a third leg of another measured move. There's a bit to go on it yet, but at the same time, maybe we're getting ready for a bigger pullback. If you look at the amount of mini pullbacks we've had on the way down here, they're getting closer and closer together, so it seems there may be a little strength coming into the pound, so I'll just be a little bit cautious of leaping into new shorts on this at the moment. Just going to be, and saying that US index could just sweep its highs and press back down and go sideways, leading into non-farm payrolls as well. So be trading it cautiously today and tomorrow. Hey folks, so we're only 45 minutes into London. Market has not moved greatly. I am noting here these boxes are marking out the Asian range. So that's the Asian low to Asian high. This might be Asian low to high. And this is a duplicate of that. So you can notice here we've just tagged the low of one Asian range to the downside. It's into this 15-minute order block. Now coming up to closing this 4-hourly candle on the US index. So at the end of the hour, that's sort of 15 minutes away, 17 minutes away. So the new 4-hourly candle will look to wick down, and it may make a press back down into these old highs. Yep. That could well free up cable to rally up and run these highs back into this 4-hourly order block here, which is this level here on the 4-hourly, these two up candles. And that would free up, that would sweep some stops from above this area. It may even run one Asian range to the upside and then pull back, close the day in the middle of the range, something like that. It's definitely showing signs of a little bit more strength though. The euro is less strong, but still, having run this previous day's low, it's pulling back inside the range. So it may well rally back up into one of these levels and look for a reaction off those going into New York. I think London, it might be a bit late for London. So if we break this level here on cable and make a press back down, I might look to get long with a smaller position size than normal because it's trading counter trend. Stops below this low and targeting a run up into this high, being mindful of how price reacts when it hits this level. And the reason I'm targeting this high is because this high didn't reach the 4-hourly order block. So it's left a gap in between the order block and price. It's rallied up, pressed up into it, and then rolled over. So I may even look to the aggressive entry would be to enter how long in here? Some aggressive wick rejections. It is aggressive, but I'll enter something a bit smaller than my usual lot size. There. Stops down there, and initial targets will just be up here. It's about 40 pips away. Stops about 17, 20 pips. And I'll beam mindful of when price hits this level here. And we'll see if US index is going to make a press back down on the close of this. Euro may well make a press higher as well, so just wait to see what we get here, and I'll come back with you on the result. Hey folks, back here again, just going to close that trade out. Took a small loss on that. Did initially move up almost to a 1-to-1 in profit, and it didn't quite even hit the level I was looking forward to. Been monitoring it for reversal, but got close and then rolled over and dropped. So that's today's trade. Euro rallied up and hit this area and has since dropped. But that's it for me for tonight. So we're 2 hours into London session. I'll be letting it roll, and I'll catch you folks tomorrow.